It's literally been over 2 years since I posted my first ever makeup routine, so I feel like it's time we give that routine a try. I still have pretty much all the same products I use. We're gonna follow it to a T and see if maybe I like it better than the way I do my makeup now. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I always look at old pictures of myself and wonder what I was doing differently because I feel like I looked better back then. Luckily for me, I literally have a video to look back on and see exactly what I did. So I'm starting out with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation. I honestly still stand by this foundation. I will say some of these products are probably the exact same product I was using 2 years ago. So that's probably not the best for my skin, but I'm doing this for science, so we're using them anyways. And I honestly did my concealer pretty much the same. The only thing that's different is I was using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, whereas now I probably would use Tower 28. I'm just gonna blend everything out with my beauty blender. And I said specifically in that video from 2 years ago that I blended out my under eyes last to give the concealer more time to sit on my face, so that is what I'm doing. Honestly, Tarte Shape Tape gets so much hate, but it's always looked good on me and I still kind of like it. Then I'd go in with my Wet n Wild Dual Ended Contour Stick. This is an OG for me, and I just paint it on my Real Techniques 200 brush. I would go on my cheeks like this, and then also on my forehead. Then I would take it and do a line on the sides of my eyes like this, and I just do the 2 lines for my nose, which I feel like is pretty much still how I do my contour. I'd use the Real Techniques 300 brush to blend out my nose contour, and whatever was left on my brush, I would just drag it up the sides of my nose. And guys, I would not do any cream blush, so the next step would be powder for me. And this is how you know I'm a loyal girl, because I would use the Fit Me Loose powder in shade 20, and that's still the powder I use pretty much every day today. Go in and set it, and I'll also use it to set my forehead and my chin. Then this is the exact bronzer I was using in that video from 2 years ago that I'm referencing. And I literally had to stop using this, not because I didn't like it, but because they don't make this anymore. Like, this is so unbelievably old, and people obviously want to know what you're using in your makeup videos, so I was like, I have to get a different bronzer because people can't buy this. And I would just use it on my eyelids and just do the end of my nose. I would not bronze my face. For brows, this is another one I still use pretty much every single day. It's the Maybelline Express Brow. In the video I say just to fill in the areas where it's needed, and I would use it to add more freckles to my nose. Moving on to eyeliner, I did my eyeliner the same back then as I do it now, but we're using the OG palette from that first makeup tutorial. This is another one where I love this palette, but I had to stop using it because they do not make it anymore. People could not buy it. I would just do a little eyeliner with my angled brush. By the way, I'll make sure to put all these products at the link in my bio, and then for stuff like this, I'll put what I use now in place of it since they don't make this anymore. I'm also doing a little inner corner wing with it. I also have the OG blush that I would use. She is completely shattered. I will say this does reveal that I hate wasting stuff, and I will keep something even if it's broken. I should probably throw this away after, but I don't think they make this blush anymore. This is the Dome blush in the shade English Rose. I'm gonna see the best way I can get this product, and I would go on my cheeks with this, my forehead, and my nose. Then I would gel up my eyebrows with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, brush them up into place, and I would go in with the NYX liner in the shade Natural. I do not have that anymore, so using the Kosas Hot Liner in the shade Infinite, I would just overline my lips with it. And then I also said I'd fill in my whole lip with the pencils. I almost forgot, I would do a little bottom mascara. I even said in the video that I go back and forth with whether or not I like it, but that I'll just do a little. Then I would use the NYX liner in the shade Los Angeles, and I'd deepen up the edges with it. And then last step, I would finish it off with my Fenty Heat Gloss. This is another one I still use to this day. And this is the finished makeup look. It's honestly crazy seeing all the steps I do that are pretty much the same, and even some of the same products. But also, this is a good reminder that you don't always need the newest and the most popular and the best products. I hope I never make you feel when I'm showing a product that like you have to have it to have good makeup, because you absolutely don't. Half of these are drugstore or discontinued products, hand-me-downs from my mom, and I still managed to make my makeup look amazing. So also, if you do want to go stalk me and watch that video, it's actually insane to see how different I sounded and how like shy I was on camera. It should be in like my makeup tutorial playlist, but please let me know what y'all think. And yeah, bye.